Hello and welcome to Talking Books. My guest today became a millionaire before the age of 26. Now in his early 30s, he tells his story in a book called Cash Flow Naked. His name is Jabulani Ngobo, aka Cashflow. Jabulani, welcome and thanks for coming into the studio to talk to us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Tell me, how did this book come about? Why did you write it?
Well, I'll say my life has been interesting, very challenging, looking at my age and the struggles that I survived. They are very, very, very exciting. So I decided to ask Soweto Mandlanzi, because he's an author, to help me write my story, because he was there, he was present when everything happened. So basically, it was inspired by all the struggles that we've survived, the attacks that we got from media, from the big institution after we were successful in our business. So he said, you know what, in order for me to reach thousands and thousands of people out there that believed in the cash flow legacy, in the cash flow empire, let me write a book, because every day I get DMs, emails, cash flow, please mentor us, guide us. So I decided to pen down my story and also educate them based on financial education.
Now, at such a young age, you've gone through quite a roller coaster ride already. Before we get to all of the drama that you went through, tell us how you moved from being a cattle herder in a rural area to being a forex trader and a millionaire.
It's simple. Just like any other kid, I've been a dreamer, but the difference between me and other people is a massive faith I have in my dreams. So from day one, I always believed that I was destined for great things in life. So I always believed that I'm the one who's going to change the situation at home. If you speak to any of my family members, they'll tell you from the tender age, I used to say to them, there should be another way out there. There should be other means to make money, because looking at my family, I mean, I'm from the family of academics, they're educated, I've got degrees and diplomas, but this thing used to trouble me, that no one owns like a nice car at home or a mansion, but when I go to town, I see people driving Range Rovers, nice cars, living in mansions. So I was like, I mean, there should be another way in life. I didn't know what, but deep down in me, there was that little voice inside me that kept telling me that you're not going to follow this route. You need to find other resources to make sure that you're successful.
Now, did people tell you education is important, you have to go to university?
Yes, just like any other child. I was told to go to school, get good grades, so that one day you'll work to a good job with benefits. Even my father used to say, you know, as the office, my boy, they'll call you Magni, because my other name is Magnificent. So in his head, he dreamt of me being somewhere at the office, working for someone else. So yes.
Now, you got a job. I think you were 21 when you got this job, and they offered you something like 38 or 39K per month.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Look, it was exciting, and also they gave me a car. Like, I mean, that was the first new car I drove, like from 0 kilometers, because they wanted to make sure that they hold me down, that I don't leave them, basically. In fact, we were subcontract to them. We were marketing their products. At that time, I was an entrepreneur already. We were running our company, but we got our first contracts with that company. So our commission was around that 38K. My one minimum was 38K plus bonus, like, you know, and the car and everything. So they wanted to make sure that I don't leave them. But I knew that I can't live out of 38,000 rand for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm a big dreamer. I want good things in life. I want to live in a beautiful house. I want a nice car. So let me live this thing. So that's when I joined Forex trading, because I remember we were in Rand show in Joburg doing marketing for this company. But on the banners opposite our stand, I saw wealth creation, Forex trading, and investment. I was like, here's this information that you read from Robert Kiyosaki book. So what can we do to mate with this guy? So our bosses from IQ Smart went to this guy to say, hey, we've got great salesmen in our teams. They do so much turnover and blah, 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 blah. And then these guys had interest in us because they wanted to penetrate black markets. They wanted people who are good in marketing. So when we went to meet with them later, so they were like, we just exchanged business cards. They said, guys, our offices are in Durban, so let's meet. So we're like, cool. Then we went to meet with them in Durban the following week. and then they presented the concept of trading. There and there I decided that this is what I want to do, and I went for training, and then yeah, the rest is history.
Now, forex trading is very, very risky.
Yes.
You were prepared to take that risk?
Yes, definitely. I was prepared to take the risk. I mean, if you want to be successful in life, you gotta take risk. If you don't take risk, you're not gonna get anywhere in life.
Now, how do you balance in forex trading that risk that you're taking and then making money? Because a lot of people have lost all of their money in forex trading.
In fact, about 80%, if not 85%, they've lost money. The reason why people lose money in the forex market is two things: fear and greed. Basically, if you can control your emotions, you can make money in forex trading and you can prosper. Now, when we train you, we tell you not to risk more than 2% or 5% per trade. But now, when you're trading, we are not there. In the beginning, like all traders will risk 2%, 5%. Like after 10 trades or so, you'll get comfortable. You'll be like, you know what, screw these guys, let me trade risk 30% or 40% or more. Now, when you do that, you are exposing all your margin to that particular trade. So if anything happened to that trade, you're going to lose everything. And then the next thing, you're going to be risking more because you're trying to recover the loss that you've made. So, but it's simple. If you can control your emotions, but it's very difficult. It's like being given a Ferrari to drive at 120 kilometers per hour. So if you can do that, you can trade and you can make money.
So how did you, are you still trading forex?
Yes.
That's your main income?
I'll never stop forex trading. That's what changed my life. That's what moved from me from zero to hero. That's what again helped me when I was attacked, when I was down, to rise again.
Now tell me, how did you become a millionaire doing forex?
Forex trading. Through trading, through training, because I ran very big institutions during 2010, 2011 in Durban, Cashflow Pro. Remember, I took the concept from another company that used to call iCode Trading. So I served under them first. I bought a franchise. So I remember 6 months after joining them, we won the franchise of the year. So a year later, we realized that, you know what, we are making these guys rich. Why don't we start our own empire now and have our own institution? So we did the same thing. We started our own institution, and we were the first black company that introduced people in forex trading. Today, people that are trading through me, whether directly or indirectly, is because of my energy. So yeah, then we were successful. We were making millions every month.
Did you find that there were any roadblocks to you as a black person going into business?
Yes, definitely. When it's come to regulators, you know, so that's why I was attacked. If you remember very well, I was a millionaire stage of 22. 23 I was down, 24 I was up, 25 I was down, 26 I was up again, you know. So when I was up now, I was exposed to media. Now when I was exposed to media, I was attacked to say I'm running a pyramid scheme, you know. So I even had a court case running against Reserve Bank, and I only won that case 4 years later. That was last year in 2017. Now for all these years, I had this stigma attached that I'm a con man, I've defrauded people and everything. Now, my understanding is simple. My business model is simple. I train people on how to trade on their own. I do not take people's money, so in that way, I do not interfere with any regulations. But when I do that, if my business is successful, which means I'm directly affecting the institution, because if I introduce 10,000 people to join forex trading, which means those 10,000 people will withdraw their money from the institutions and send it to the forex markets. You understand? Now, will the institution leave me to do that? No, they control the media, they control the regulation, so they had to attack me. I mean, there was no way that they didn't know that I didn't contravene any act. I mean, but Reserve Bank confirmed that I contravened the Bank's Act, but when I got to court, justice prevailed. In fact, I didn't win the case. I was acquitted because there was no case against me from the beginning. So my take is that they wanted to distract people from this opportunity to see me as a conman.
Now, in that situation, most people would give up. Yes. How did you cope with having all of that against you, and how did you rise out of that?
My stubbornness helped me. I'm very stubborn. To knock me down, I always say you can knock me down, but you can never knock me out. Sometimes I'll let you think that you have won, then I'll be planning on the side, because if I keep fighting, I'm giving you more ideas to knock me down. So more than anything, I'm stubborn, and I believe in my concept, and I believe in my dreams, because what I'm doing, forex trading, it is in the Freedom Charter that people shall trade anywhere. Now, are our people trading anywhere? No. Are they trading on the JSE directly? No. They are trading through the institutions. Let me tell you one thing. For as long as people invest through the institution, they will retire financially poor, and that's the fact. That happened with our forefathers. It happened with our parents. The only legacy my father left me with was the Toyota Cressida. And it will happen with the generation that is currently working now, investing through the institution. I'm not saying it's illegal or it's wrong, but then again, if you want to be financially free one day, the whole system is wrong, because with the current system, the rich get richer and the poor get poor.
So in your training, you help people to try and overcome that and bridge that?
Exactly. But for as long as they will control their emotions, they will make money. But if they can't control their emotions, they'll lose money. Because again, Forex is not an overnight success. Doesn't mean that when you join Forex trading, tomorrow you'll be a millionaire. I started in 2007, and today I'm here. People want to join Forex through the trading today and be millionaires overnight. If you can be patient, like when you're trading, you're not only trading against the market, only trading against the brokers. You've got market makers, some brokers that are regulated by our regulators. They are also scamming people. They manipulate the markets. They trade against the people. They trade against people. You understand? So you need to learn all those things. Now, if you just go online and take notes and read, you're going to lose your money, because they're going to mislead you. They're going to call you even when you're losing. Hi, sir, we see your trades are dropping. Why don't you close these trades? When they see that the market's about to retrace in your favor, they'll tell you to close those trades, because when you close those trades, they become their profit. So now it's very important to get a proper training institution, and then you take your time before you invest. Now, people want to invest before they know what they're doing. They want to trust people with their money. You understand? So rule number one, if you don't want to be scammed in the Forex market, do not give your money to anyone. Keep your money in your trading account with the regulated broker. But again, the fact that the broker is regulated doesn't mean that it's safe to trade with them. You must check when you're trading as well if they don't cheat your spread and everything, because when the trade is in your favor, it's moved very slow. But if it's going against you, it's moved very fast, because they've got systems to increase the spread while you're trading. And I'm talking about regulated brokers. They come here to Africa to steal from our people. And people believe that, oh, I lost mine in the market, trust me. Most of the people that lost, they didn't lose in the market, but they were cheated by the brokers that they trust.
Wow. Jabulani, I could talk to you for hours more, but we've come to the end of this.
Yes.
I think the main message that I'm getting out of this from you is, for success, if you want success, you need to have enormous faith in yourself.
Yes.
You need to have enormous determination
Yes.
to pull it through,
Yes.
and not be held back by what other people tell you.
Exactly.
Is that correct?
Definitely. And that's what you'll find in my Cashflow Naked book. It's basically the rise, fall, and rise of Cashflow Pro, of which I believe every entrepreneur out there need to get this. Upcoming or people who are already entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs who have fallen. This book will encourage you to rise again.
Thank you so much for coming and chatting to us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.